Right. And welcome back, everyone. This is the first inning, and I am the BX Bomber 2011. And we got a great show for you today. And always remember, this is the show you can play out loud. You won't get in trouble for playing it. We don't curse and do all those things here. It's a safe show. This is the first inning, and we're going to talk about some baseball. And Brian Cashman has made some moves. We're going to talk about that and get all into that. And let's welcome back Roger, the big Yankee fan, and back to West Virginia. Welcome back.
Yes, hello. Good evening, everyone. Yes, I had a fantastic trip up to New York and visiting with BX Bomber, and we got to 4 games in a row. It was fantastic, and everything went very well. And in the series on July 28th, I was scheduled to be up on July 27th, but I had to travel up on July 28th because of some traveling difficulties that we had, some traveling difficulties. So BX Bomber and Giselle went to the game on July 28th, and it turned out to be a 1-0 Yankees victory over Kansas City, with Judge hitting a walk-off home run in the 9th inning in Homer. And the Yankees had an 11-5 victory, with Judge hitting a home run and Rizzo hitting a home run. And Cole did have a tough inning, giving up 5 runs. And then a rain delay came that I expected to be longer, and I was feeling hot and tired that evening, so I left a little bit early. But Bryson and BX Bomber stayed, and the Yankees ended up scoring 8 runs, including a grand slam from Judge. In that game, Cole pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 earned runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. And Bubic was the starter for Kansas City. On July 30th was Old Timers Day, and that was very fantastic. BX Bomber has his live stream out now, and it has 5.4 thousand views at this point in time. Amazing. And the Yankees won 8-2. They introduced a lot of the old timers, and then the Yankees won 8-2, with LeMahieu hitting a home run in the first inning, and Judge hitting a home run in the second inning, and Carpenter hitting a home run in the 7th inning. And Cortez pitched 5 innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And we were in Section 213 for that game. It was Old Timers Day, and a very nice day. On July 31st, the Yankees did lose 6-8, and we were in Section 103, the home run section. It was a little hot with the sun coming down on us, but we had home runs from LeMahieu and Rizzo. And in that game, Kansas City had a home run in the 9th inning, a 3-run home run in the 9th inning off of Clay Holmes, and the Yanks ended up losing. The Yanks actually came back to take the lead 6-4, and then Kansas City had a home run from Dozier and a 3-run home run from Perez in the 9th inning. And Montgomery pitched 4 innings that day, giving up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. And it turned out to be Montgomery's last game with the Yankees, as he was traded away. And Greinke started for Kansas City, and we were in the home run section for that. And then on Monday, we had the Yankees against the Seattle Mariners, and we had fantastic seats in Section 127B. And we had a home run from Rizzo in the very first inning, and a home run from Judge in the second inning. And it turned out that Trevino also hit 2 home runs. And Herman was the starter and pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs, and 3 walks. Only had 1 strikeout and 1 home run that he allowed, and the Yankees pulled off the victory 7-2. And then I traveled back to West Virginia, and then the Yankees ended up losing the series to Seattle, as the Yankees lost 8-6 on Tuesday, with Trevino hitting a home run in the fourth inning, and Rizzo hitting a home run in the sixth inning. But Tyon got knocked around pretty good and pitched 4 and 2/3 innings, allowing 6 runs, 5 earned, and the Yankees lost 8-6. And then on Wednesday, the Yankees lost 7-3. We had a home run from Higgy in the 7th inning. Cole had a horrible first inning and gave up 6 runs in the first inning, allowing home runs to Suarez, Santana, and Korelnik. And he gave up the 3 home runs in the first inning, as he gave up 6 runs. And the Yankees lost 7-3 in that game. And now the Yankees are going on a long road trip, a 9-game road trip starting tonight with against St. Louis, 3 against St. Louis tonight, and 3 against Seattle after that, and then 3 against Boston. So they're going on to a long road trip. But it was a fantastic, wonderful visit with BX Bomber, and we got the great games, and I will be back at the very end of the season to be with BX Bomber again for the Yankees against the Orioles.
Yeah, man, we'll be back in September. Yeah, that'll be fun, man. But yeah, man, yeah, it's been a good thing. Old Timers Day was kind of like a washout. I don't know why they did it like a ceremony or whatever it was, but hopefully they would bring back the Old Timers game.
Right. I enjoyed it, and your live stream got a tremendous amount of views. Last time I checked on it, I watched it last night again, and it had 5,400 views.
Wow, it's good. It's growing.
And it was fantastic. And you had a little bit of a gloomy guy sitting next to you that was making you a bit uncomfortable, hogging up the area a little bit. But that was a little bit uncomfortable for you. But for the most part, it was a good day, and we had Hank, Rangers Yanks, Hank, over visiting with us on Old Timers Day,
Yeah.
and then the following day as well. And we had Bryson on Friday.
Yeah, that was fun, man. It was good times, man. The Old Timers thing, like I said before, man, it should have been a little bit better, but you know, at least they went around the stadium, and you know, they touched the fans' hands and stuff like that. That's about it. But
Right. It was fun. And the Yankees are going on to St. Louis tonight. And we've got a good classic matchup between 2 classic professional baseball teams, the St. Louis Cardinals. I'll be giving my friend St. Louis Dave, who is a very nice guy and a good friend, calls over the weekend for sure, talking to him about the Yankees and the Cardinals, because he is a big Cardinal fan.
right.
And he was not able to get tickets for the game, and he checked in last minute, and the last few tickets that they were selling them for like $400.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what happens when the Yankees come into a National League town, and a National League city does not see them very often.
Yeah, the Yankees are shopped around, you know, to bring revenue into teams, you know, too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the Yankees currently are at 70 wins and 36 losses. They've only been, they were at one point they were 52 wins and 18 losses. So they've only been 18 wins and 18 losses. They've only been playing 500 baseball for over a month now. And I thought that they would fall off a little bit. And they have fallen off a bit and have been playing 500. But they built up such a big lead, and I hope they start to play a little bit better baseball. They're going to be having a tough road trip. I mean, they're playing St. Louis, which is a very good team, and back in first place in the National League Central. and then they play Seattle, which is a playoff team that took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, and then they go up against Boston. So a rather tough road trip coming up.
Yeah, it is, man. It's gonna have to they're gonna have to work through that, man. Plus, it's the height of the season, you know, of the heat, and the weather is very hot, and especially, excuse me, excuse me, in St. Louis, it's gonna be hot over there too in St. Louis, I'm sure.
Right, exactly. And you were mentioning, you talked about it on the last show, but the Yankees did make some trade moves, and they now have Andrew Benintendi, who is pressing a bit and off to a bit of a slow start. Even though he has a number of walks, he has 1 for 20. But they have brought Benintendi in, who is a much better hitter than that. The Yankees should not get down or too worried about Benintendi. He was pressing a bit, and I believe going on the road will help him a bit, where he won't have quite the same pressure on him, and he will start to get going on the road. But they got Benintendi from Kansas City. They got Frankie Montas and Lou Trevino from the Oakland A's, and they traded for Scott Efros of the Chicago Cubs, a relief pitcher as well. And they made quite a number of moves during the training break and the training deadline, and they made a trade that was puzzling, trading Jordan Montgomery to the St. Louis Cardinals for Harrison Bader. And word is coming out that another deal was supposed to be going down with the Miami Marlins that fell through, where they were going to get a stud pitcher named Lopez, and that fell through. And Cashman came away with egg on his face, trading Montgomery away.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't know why he did that though, but he got Bader for that guy, for Montgomery. So
Right.
Bader is a center fielder that I believe is a Gold Glove winner,
Yes, he is a very good defender.
and he hasn't had an error in I don't know how long or something like that. So this guy is very good. Yeah, I mean basically the Yankees got him for defensive purposes, and that might be the best glove they might have in the outfield.
Exactly. And, he's an average hitter, but anything is better than Hicks right now as far as adding offense to the team in center field.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, yeah, Hicks is I mean, I would think that they would put I'm thinking that they may have Bader as a guy that's gonna play multiple positions, not only center field.
Why, he's an outfielder, and he's also got plantar fasciitis right now, which is a very painful foot disorder. And he really won't be ready to be in the Yankees lineup until September. So that's another reason why it looked a little weird. What happened was the deal fell through with Miami, and they were going to be trading for another pitcher, Lopez of the Miami Marlins. And Miami wanted an extra piece from the Yankees, and things fell through.
Well, I think we lost him there. Hello? She's still on, but I don't have no sound. All right, he'll call back in a second. I'm looking at tickets now for tonight's game at St. Louis Cardinals, and let's see, infield box is the cheapest right now is $295. That's for like super. $175 is the cheapest they have. I think that's all they have. I think it's gonna be a sold out game, which looks crazy. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people at tonight's game at Cardinal Stadium. We're waiting on to Let's see if Roger calls us back. But hello?
I think I lost you.
Yeah, you did, man. I was just looking at the tickets over here at the stadium.
Oh,
The cheapest ticket is $175.
wow. Holy cow.
It's basically the stadium is basically sold out though.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to.
There's only two sections you can pick from. The 175 section that's in the middle, and like a lower level section that's like 250.
Wow, incredible. And the starting pitchup for tonight will be Nestor Cortez for the Yankees, and Dakota Hudson is going for St. Louis tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be sold out. It looks like.
Yeah, 3-game series with St. Louis, and the Yankees. The game will be on for us at 8:15 tonight. You know, there's an hour difference between Missouri and the East Coast, so it'll be a little bit of a later start for us tonight. It'll be at 8:15.
I wonder if Beltran's gonna be there because he was a St. Louis Cardinal.
Right, I know. He's a Cardinal and a Yankee, so
he was a Met, a Yankee, a Cardinal, a Giant,
an Astro.
And the last team was the Houston Astros. Yeah, that was his last team.
Right, exactly.
He might be there commentated.
Right, exactly. But I wouldn't worry too much about Benintendi. He's off to a little bit of a rough start.
Oh, shout out to Bryson on the check-in, man. He said Brian said Jordan Montgomery's a Cardinal.
No. Yes, yeah. As I said, as we just discussed, they traded Montgomery to the Cardinals for Harrison Bader, and it was a perplexing move. But apparently what happened was another move was supposed to be taking place involving Miami, and the Yankees were supposed to get another pitcher from Miami, and that deal fell through. So, as I said, it looked like CashMan got a little bit of egg on his face, trading away a starting pitcher, without getting one in return. Frankie Montas is a stud pitcher, another 98-mile-per-hour pitcher, very similar to Castillo.
Right.
And Frankie Montas should be starting Sunday against St. Louis.
And Montgomery should be pitching too, right? One of these games.
Yeah, I believe so. Right now, the Cardinals, for tonight's game, they're starting Dakota Hudson against the Yankees tonight.
Oh, maybe he might pitch tomorrow.
Right. You could pull up the pitching matchups.
Yeah, I'll do that now. Hold on a second. But it's a shame though. Jordan Montgomery. He was kind of mediocre anyway. He was just getting by in reality.
Right. He was. He had some very good moments and some rough moments. So he averaged out to average. He was a third or fourth starter.
Yeah. He was. But see, so now the Yankees are gonna go with Frankie Montas, right? Garrett, and let's see when is Severino coming back? You heard? We lost him again. All right. I'm gonna give you the game day matchup here. But let's see if okay, tonight is this guy Cortez and Dakota Hudson. That is tonight's game. Let's see if we can find a game where if Montgomery is playing, it might be to be announced. I'm searching for the game. Saturday's game is a night game, which will be Domingo Germán and Jordan Montgomery. I told you he's pitching tomorrow. There it is. Jordan Montgomery is scheduled to pitch tomorrow at the night game against Jordan Montgomery. Now, this game right here, Saturday, could go either way, right? Because Domingo Germán, I mean, he's not as great as Montgomery is, right? Jordan Montgomery is better than Domingo Germán, right? We can safely say that, I believe, right? There's no way Domingo Germán is better than Jordan Montgomery, right? So, Domingo Germán is going to fall into problems, and probably the Cardinals are going to start scoring on this guy some way. Jordan Montgomery, I don't know how well he does against the Yankees in those batting practice and stuff like that, but the Yankees could blast Montgomery as well. So, at this point in time, Domingo Germán and Jordan Montgomery are both on the same level as pitching level, let's say, whatever. They're on the same level right now. So this could go either way. But Domingo Germán, he's not as strong as Jordan Montgomery is. You know what I mean? Jordan Montgomery is a lot stronger than Domingo Germán is, and Jordan Montgomery could go into the 7th or 8th inning, and not get tired. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing there. So I don't know if Roddy's gonna call back or what's happening here. Let me see if I could call him back.
Please leave your message for...
Well, he got a storm going through there, but anyway. Will Zimmerman, what's up, man? Yeah, man, the Padres guy, yeah, he is. Yeah, how the hell did he get Soto? And did you see Soto yesterday? He hit that pop-up. Juan Soto hit the pop-up to deep center right field, and it was so loud they couldn't hear each other, the two outfielders, and they both dropped the ball. That's crazy. They both dropped the ball. Let me find that. Let me find that real quick. That was yesterday. Padres. Let me find the Padres. Where are you? All right, we got him back. Hello?
Hey, BS Bomber. I went and got my family member's phone. My signal has dropped out. I am down in the basement, and we've got bad weather. And you know how my phone is as far as cell phone service around here. So I apologize about that.
Yeah, man, it's all right.
And but I'm back on, and as I said, Yankees with the 3-game series against St. Louis, and I wouldn't worry too much about Benintendi. He's been pressing, and he's been missing in the zone. He hasn't really been chasing pitches. He's been missing in the zone, and he's pressing a bit, and he is 1 for 20, and I believe with him going on the road, it will help him to get away from Yankee Stadium and not have quite as much pressure on him, and I believe he will start to get going.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see him. He's got to get used to it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So he will be getting going, I believe, on this road trip, and it was rough for him to have to start his Yankee career at Yankee Stadium under all the bright lights and under all the pressure. but he will start to get going. And how did you check the pitching matchups? I dropped out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna be pitching tomorrow against Domingo Germán.
Okay, yeah, okay, Domingo Germán again tomorrow, huh? Wow, okay, so we got Montgomery against Domingo Germán tomorrow.
Yeah, so this game could go either way. You know what I mean? Because Domingo Germán, Jordan Montgomery is better than Domingo Germán, but at this point in time, with as good as the Yankees are, they're both equally the same. You know what I mean? At this point in time, so
Right.
so this game tomorrow could go either way. If the St. Louis start blasting Germán, or the Yankees start blasting Montgomery, then let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
Exactly, but I'm looking forward to tonight, and definitely going to be calling up St. Louis Dave and checking in with him, and this will be rather fun, no doubt about it. And Yankees versus St. Louis tonight, and the Yankees have made their moves. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention, of course, that Joey Gallo is gone.
Yeah.
And I wish Joey Gallo luck. I know you did a big thing about Joey Gallo on your last show, but he really almost ruined his career being with the Yankees. I mean, he really pressed and really had a hard time. The Yankees were his childhood team, and he has to feel very bad about failing miserably playing for the Yankees.
I mean, they already said that he was the worst batter the Yankees ever had in their whole entire history.
Hey, exactly. That lasted that long anyway. It was almost a full year that he played. But,
Well, this is his last year playing anyway, because this is the ending of his contract.
Right.
So he's only going to be a Dodger for until the ending of September, and that's it. It's bye-bye Gallo, and he'll never play baseball ever again.
Yeah. I hope that's not the case. I hope the change of scenery will help him. He'll get back to his old form. He has always been the three true outcomes player. He is the essence and the epitome of the three version outcomes. Either it's a home run, the strikeout, or the walk. And he only has 2 career sacrifice flies.
What?
He only has 2 career sacrifice flies in his entire career.
Wow, that's crazy. That's like a normal thing.
Yep, he only has 2 career sacrifice flies, which means that, he really is not a clutch hitter at all. He's a home run, a strikeout, mainly a strikeout, or a walk. And, but that is wild. And also there have been memes out that Aaron Judge has more home runs than Joey Gallo has hits this year. That's
a fact. That's truly a fact.
Yeah. So the Yankees got Beater, who's now their number 10 or number 11 prospect in the minor league. So they did get something for him. Instead of just releasing Joey Gallo, they got something for him at least. They got some value.
Yeah, I think they did it to add space to the roster. So by getting Bader, that's already injured, you know what I mean? They could use the other guys that they already have that they don't have to bring down, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? And then they don't even really care about this guy Bader, but if he gets back and healthy, they're going to use him. But right now, they're just using him as a decoy to use other people.
Right, exactly. They'll be using him in September, and he will add value to the team. And Hicks has got to be looking over his shoulder, because even though Bader is just an average hitter and a fantastic defensive player, even an average hitter is better than Hicks.
At this point in time, yeah, man. I mean, hey, I always said it, man. It's defense before offense, man. You can never go wrong with a Gold Glove.
Exactly. exactly. And, they still have their concerns about using Judge in center field all the time. They're afraid about him wearing down playing center field all the time.
Right, and people have to understand is that in baseball, the team that makes the fewest errors wins the game.
Right, exactly.
So if you can go play perfect, if you can play defensive, if you could be like perfect defensively, you'll never lose a game in reality.
Right.
Even though I mean, unless the pitcher gives up home runs, I mean, you can't come back from that. You know what I mean? You can't stop that. But I mean, anything that's hit, I mean, you can pretty much play perfect.
Right, exactly. As long as you can get a little offense generated.
Yeah, because offense comes later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It eventually shows up because you're breaking down the picture that you're facing, and eventually it's gonna happen. As long as the defense holds up, offense always prevails.
Exactly. And
but
listen, I wanted to say I really enjoyed being with you at the game on last Friday night. It was really enjoyable. And I was feeling just a bit hot and tired at the end there, and I was discouraged by the rain delay. I thought the rain delay was going to last longer, but I stayed for the final 3 games all the way through to the end.
Yeah, man. Will Zimmerman. Let me talk about Aaron Judge real quick. Aaron Judge, he should be playing. I always said this, and I said it before. What was that game that he let Aaron Judge let that guy get a double?
The games we went to?
That was Friday night's game? Or Monday? Monday's game, right? Monday.
Right.
Seattle, yeah, it was against Seattle. The first game against Seattle, they hit 2 doubles, right? Off of Judge.
Mm-hmm.
No, they hit 1 double that he just let go. He just let it go to the wall, and then he stopped the double the very next at bat.
Right.
And they scored all these kind of runs in the first inning. But I always said from the very beginning, Aaron Judge, I mean, he's not a very good right fielder. Everybody claims that he's a great right fielder. He's really not. He's actually better in center field. Because I always said, Aaron Judge cannot run left or right. He's not quick left or right. So, like you saw on Monday, he let a ball go all the way to Bank of America. The advertisement on the field, Bank of America. He let a baseball go all the way to Bank of America. I mean, those are kind of things that you should be stopping. At least stop it, and the runner will think twice about going a second because how great Aaron Judge's arm is. You know what I'm saying? So even if he just stops the ball, he doesn't even have to catch it. Even if he stops it and it bounces in front of him, that batter, he's almost halfway. And when he sees that, he's going to be like, oh, hell no, I'm going right back to first. Because Judge could get up right there. I mean, from halfway, Judge could get up and throw that ball to second and have you out quickly. So he's going to go back. So, I mean, even stopping it. But Aaron Judge, he is better in center field because Aaron Judge has a quicker step going forward or back. He doesn't have the step going left or right. He doesn't have it left or right. And you need that in right field because most of the hits in right field are in the gap, right center, or down the line, the right field line. And you got to catch those balls, right? Center field, which he's much better at, is more forward and back, And, yeah, I mean, he caught that one fly ball that he robbed of a home run in right field, but how many has he dropped? You know what I'm saying? How many has he dropped in right field? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's better off in center field, man. They should make Aaron Judge the official center fielder. And if Bader does come back, he can play, they can have him play left field and right field. and center field if he's that good. But Bader is hurt though.
Yeah, he's got the plantar fasciitis, and also the constantly playing Judge in center field. They don't want to keep playing him in center field all the time. They're afraid he'll wear down.
No, not really. I don't see how he's gonna wear down because you're playing the same way in right field.
That's how the Yankees feel.
Well, nah, he has to play. He has to play more center field if he's gonna play anything. And
Yeah.
and they're gonna
Yankees
have
have
to.
different ideas, and they don't want him in center field quite as much.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean,
But
so
but they
you
gotta.
and I mean, we both agree he does a great job in center field. They're just worried about him wearing down. I mean, like, and Stanton, they were playing Stanton in the outfield a bit more. And look at what ends up with Stanton, the second stint on the injured list.
So when is he? He's not coming back, right? Or is he?
Stanton will be back, but I don't know when. You know, could be several more weeks even before we even see him.
Because he's on the team. He's there. He's on the
Right,
bench.
he's there. He is there. But, you know, with that Achilles situation that he has, we'll see when he gets back, you know. And Severino, they put Severino on the 60-day injured list. Severino was not happy about going on the 60-day injured list. He feels he can come back a lot sooner than that. But you know how the Yankees are, how they really baby their players, and you know, and that's how they're doing it there. So Severino probably won't be back until September.
Yeah, they got to get rid of this guy Severino somehow, man.
I mean, he's a great pitcher when he can play, but he's injured all the time.
He plays the bench more than the game.
Right, you know.
I mean, he's played in how many games in his whole career? Like, he's played in like 20 games in his whole career, something like that. It's something wild, right?
Well, in 2017 and 2018, he was there, but then 19, 20, 21, 3 years, the better part of 3 years, he didn't pitch at all. And then he finally came back this year, and he's injured again.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. I don't know, man. They have to get rid of him somehow. You know?
You know, I love him. I mean, he's tantalizing, you know. He's got stuff like Garrett Cole and Frankie Montas has. It's just that he's injured all the time.
Yeah, it is. And he's accident prone. He's injury prone, as they say.
You know, exactly. But I mean, he is, you know, then you can make the case for Jacob deGrom, who finally pitched for the first time in a year.
Yeah, and so has Noah Syndergaard as well.
Right. Syndergaard was just traded to the Phillies.
Yeah, what a shame, right?
Yeah, he was just traded to the Phillies. So the Phillies are contention for a playoff position. And the Mets did a good job beating the Braves the other day.
Yeah, but everybody has to thank Cashman. I'll tell you one thing, because Cashman believes that this is a World Series team, and he's brought in the players to help in. So this is, I mean, he's never done this before. He's never got a big time pitcher in the trade deadline. Never. You know,
Right.
and you know what I mean? And got a big, not a big time player, but somewhat big time player, Andrew Benintendi. You know what I mean?
Right.
And some other bullpen guys or whatever. So I mean he did make, you can't say he didn't make an effort.
Right, Lou Trevino. We now have Trevino and Trevino. And Lou Trevino is a quality relief pitcher that's been pitching in bad luck this year and does have a high earned run average. But they think they can really straighten him out, too, the same way they did with Clay Holmes.
Right. Hold on. Will Zimmerman, right? About Severino, right? You see, they should put Severino in the bullpen, right? But the thing is that they can't do a lot of those things is because of the contracts of people in the bullpen. You see what I'm saying? So they can't just take a guy out and just put him there, because now that messes up with that pitcher's options, and all kind of scenarios that happens with the contract happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why it's I mean, baseball's a union game. It's a job. It's a job. You know what I mean? So like, if you're working at the job and you're in your spot, how can somebody from somewhere else just take you out if you've been here already? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So they have
it that way for Wally Pipp. Remember Wally Pipp was 100 years ago. Wally Pipp was the Yankees starting first baseman, and then he took a day off because he wasn't feeling well, and Lou Gehrig came into play, and that was it for 2,163 games.
Yeah, but keep in mind also though, Will Zimmerman, keep in mind, right? If the Yankees were to make the playoffs, then yes, they can have Severino come out the bullpen without any contract issues. You see, they can make their own playoff roster. And in the playoffs, yeah, he can come out of the bullpen with no issue. So, I mean, that's why, like, I never understood this part. Here you go, Roger, right? They want to go with 3 starting pitchers, right? Let's say it's a 5-game series, right? You got to win 3 to advance, right? Okay, now we're going into game 4, right? The number 1 pitcher has to pitch on 3 or 4 days rest or whatever it is, right? I always say, how come you can't have the other 2 starters come out of the bullpen for game 4?
They often will do that.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have, but they don't. A lot of the teams don't do it. Like for example, for the Yankees, right? If we were going into the playoffs right now, Garrett Cole is pitching game 4. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna pitch game 4 because the Yankees don't want to be eliminated. You know what I mean? But in reality, I think you should go with the 4 and 5 starter, and you got 2 guys coming out of the bullpen right there. Well, not bullpen. One starts, and the other one comes out of the bullpen.
Yes.
You know, and then you have your real bullpen come out after that second guy. You know what I mean? So I think that would be a lot stronger than going in with the number 1 pitcher on 3 days rest, 4 days rest to pitch game 4.
Right. Yes, I do see what you're saying.
You know, but a lot of the teams don't do it that way. They don't do it that way. They go with 1, 2, and 3, man.
Right. I know that is true. And playoffs will be really fun this year. And the Yankees have this big 9-game series, but I do know what you're talking about, where they don't often do that.
Yeah, it kind of, I mean, you know, they don't want to lose the game or what have you, but, you know, sometimes you have to just go by the way it is, you know?
Exactly. And that's so often how it works out. But yeah, it will be really good tonight to see the Yankees and the Cardinals. And this is going to be I believe it's going to be a prime night for the Yankee fans in New York, a prime video night. And but they show prime video on MLB.TV, so I'll have no problem.
Oh, nice. It's only when you have on Sunday you can't see the game, right?
Right. If it's well, I can see Apple, unless Apple is now starting to charge, where they want you to have the subscription. But for quite a while, Apple was running it for free, where you could just go on Apple and see the game. But they're eventually going to want you to have a plus subscription in order to see it.
Right. Yeah, I believe so.
that is the deal there. And but I'm very set up quite well with seeing the Yankees down here with MLB.TV, and I have the YouTube TV, so I have ESPN and all of the channels.
Yeah, man. Also, tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna be at the Brooklyn Cyclones, man. So we're gonna be it's the Steinfeld night at the Brooklyn Cyclones tomorrow. So I'll be there, and the live stream will start at what is it? We gotta be there at, I think it's a 6:30 start tomorrow.
Okay, so probably sometime around 5:30 or something. Or will you live stream during the game or before it?
No, usually before.
Okay.
That way I could vlog during the game and stuff like that.
Right, that'll be fun. You and Giselle at the Brooklyn Cyclones. That's always a fun night or day of baseball.
Yeah, this is our second to last game over there.
Okay, excellent. Sounds good.
Yep, so we're gonna be over there, so stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. And yeah, man, I guess we're gonna have to wait for the game tonight.
Yes, we'll be all set. As I said, Yankees Cardinals, Dakota Hudson up against Nasty Nestor, and it'll be a fun night.
Yeah, let's hope, man. Nestor Cortez, man, he's the guy now. So he's gonna have to do his thing, man.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, Nestor Cortez, he will be a playoff pitcher. I truly believe that. Somehow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're worried a bit about his innings, though. He's never pitched more than 100 innings in a year in his life. So going down the stretch here, they may have to skip him if he starts here and now, because he has never pitched a lot of innings in his career in a season.
Nah, they should just keep him going, man. You know, it's already like how you say, muscle memory. You know what I mean?
Right.
When if he skips a start, that's when the problems start. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
he lost his routine and all that. You know, you gotta, when you play baseball, man, you're like in a fog, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play the
Right.
game every day, different city, different hotel room. I mean, baseball could take a toll on you. You know what I mean? And then when you do things every day at a certain time, and you have your time managed to do these things, you know, you have to go out and do it. And what pitching would be one of them. You know, you have a routine every day to go do this and do that to get stronger and stronger, and you get stronger and stronger. So
Yes, I
hopefully,
agree with you. We'll have to see how the Yankees do manage him, though. But I tend to agree with you.
you know, they don't have to skip a start, but they can skip him a day.
Right.
You know, let's say I don't know, a doubleheader happens or something like that. They can skip him a day.
Right.
You know, when they have those
Yeah.
when they have those extra guys come up or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's possible.
Exactly.
It's possible, you know what I mean? But that, yeah. But I don't start now. I think everybody should just keep playing the way they playing, the way they are, and hopefully it goes well, man. You know, and hopefully
I
everybody,
agree with you. Yeah.
you know, everybody just needs to start hitting now. You know,
Right.
a Goodman
Right.
Torres got to start hitting. Josh Donaldson, he's a hell of a third baseman. He's got to start hitting a little bit, but he's been trying. You know, and everybody else, man. LeMayu, he's been hitting now and then, but he's pretty damn good. Rizzo, he's
LeMayu has been on fire. He's back up to close to 300.
yeah, man. He's getting up there, man, with all those RBIs he hit during the weekend.
Right.
You know, and who else? Isaiah Falefa, he's all right. Trevino, he's all right. And then you got
Rizzo.
Hicks, huh?
Rizzo has really been heating up.
Right.
Rizzo has blasted a lot of home runs recently and is batting over 400 over the past week and a half.
The guy that's clutch right now is Matt Carpenter, man.
Oh, Carpenter! I mean, we don't even mention him enough. He is a godsend. He is amazing.
He's the guy he starts the rally off.
Right, he is amazing what he has done. He's got 15 home runs now, and has been amazing find. He spent all of his career in St. Louis, and he'll be having a reunion in St. Louis as they go back tonight.
Let me see if he's playing. Hold on. Matt Carpenter, right field.
Okay, fantastic. And he has been a godsend, as I said. He's been wonderful. I mean, it's CashMan looks like a genius there, getting Carpenter.
Yeah, he's a one hell of a backup. I mean, when the Yankees make it to the playoffs, man, they're gonna have a lot of people fighting for positions here.
Oh yes, exactly.
You know?
But Carpenter, I mean, he as far as his hitting, you could not ask for any more than what he has done.
It's true, man, because basically now from here on August to September to the playoffs, basically now you're auditioning for a job now, a playoff job, basically. You know what I mean? So if you could hold down your position, and which Matt Carpenter, he's been playing, you know, hey, you might see that guy a starting left fielder or something like that. Who knows?
He's gotta be. I mean, I thought that, if they continue to play him every day, he might get exposed a little bit, but he hasn't shown that at all. He just continues to hit and hit and hit every time they put him in the lineup. It's
true, man. So he might be he's gonna be very important, man, because if Stanton is healthy and he plays right field, I mean, that opens up the DH spot, and then you can do whatever with Carpenter. Carpenter could be the DH.
Exactly.
And have Andrew Benintendi in left field.
Right. They're set up. They have great personnel. They've been a little bit mediocre over the past month. Like I said, they've been 18-18 since the point that they were 52 wins and 18 losses. They're now 70 wins and 36 losses. So they've gone 18-18 over their last 36 games. And I hope they turn it on. Benintendi gets going. Joey Gallo is gone. That's addition by subtraction, more or less.
Right. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? But like Will Zimmerman says, Joey Gallo should have been doing what Matt Carpenter's been doing.
Oh yeah, I know. Matt Carpenter has been fantastic, and Joey Gallo is a nice man. And I hope he gets his career going. I hope he gets a little opportunities to play with the Dodgers, and I wish him well.
And can we get kind of Falefa a home run, though?
I know, but I'll tell you, he hits fantastic with runners in scoring position, and he's batting close to 280. I mean, he's doing a great job. I mean, he does not have power, but he gets the hits. When they bat him after Hicks, so you'll see Hicks hit into a double play or pop up or whatever, and then Connor Falefa comes up next, and boom, gets a hit. It's almost striking to see.
That's why they have Carpenter first, and then Connor Falefa batting after him, and then Trevino batting after that.
Okay, that's the lineup for tonight.
Yeah, LeMahieu, Judge, Rizzo, Torres, Donaldson, Carpenter, Falefa, Trevino, Benintendi.
Okay, that sounds like a good lineup for tonight.
It does sound like a good lineup, but Torres got to get it. Torres is batting cleanup, man, so he's got to get it together, man.
Right. Well, Torres, he's been in a little bit of a slump, but he's been okay this year. He's got 16 homers. He's batting about 250, and he's okay. He's not the superstar that we thought he was going to be, but he's been okay. It's been, offensively, who's really been struggling is Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, but they've all been playing defensively well.
Right.
They may, I think they're gonna get Gold Gloves maybe if they don't make no errors.
Exactly. LeMahieu, they get him in the lineup every day. LeMahieu plays first base, second base, third base, and LeMahieu has been on fire. I mean, really hitting his averages back up close to 300.
That's right. He's batting 289, LeMahieu.
Right.
And Aaron Judge is at 298.
Right. I know. Judge is just amazing too, and everything is looking good.
So all right, I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna go get something to eat and drink and all that stuff, and then I'm gonna work on the vlogs. I'm gonna put them out tonight.
Beautiful. Which one comes out tonight?
I'm gonna get that Cyclones out one, and then hopefully the Yankee one right behind it.
All right, beautiful. Looking forward to it.
But tomorrow I'll be at the Cyclones, so hit the notification bell for when I go live. You can see when I go live. And until then, so long, everybody, and see ya.
Take care.
On the next one.